Welcome back, everyone, for episode 6 of Winging It. And again, joining me today, as always, is Amuka.
Hello.
And still with us today is Neil.
Oh.
And coming up at the rear is Jack.
Can't get rid of me, mate.
We've been trying to, but no, with a death count of what, 5? You're
Yep.
still tagging along.
Unbreakable.
I'm still in the lead.
Fitz has sure tried to get rid of you.
All right, you want to head off, Amy?
Take it off. Yeah.
So in today's episode, we are starting at Warrnambool, which is where we left off last episode, as usual, and heading this time to King Island via Apollo Bay and along the Great Ocean Road, which unfortunately is poorly modelled in the game, but there's still some interesting sights along the way, so we'll head along the coast until we reach Apollo Bay, and then we'll cut across the ocean for our first cross-ocean leg, and then we'll land at the very small strip that is on King Island.
I think it's going to be about the same length as this one, to be honest.
Okay.
Warrnambool. Yeah, very similar. It's just enough to take the TBM off, so.
Awesome. And, ooh.
You'll be fine.
I took off a little bit too soon there. Yeah, we're on our way to Tasmania, so the next few episodes will be us exploring Tasmania. And then we will fly back towards the mainland to Avalon and Melbourne and have a look around there. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there on. We don't want to plan too far ahead because things often change. So that's the loose plan we have at the moment, and we'll see what happens along the way.
I'm just going to track straight to that flight waypoint.
Yeah, we'll probably could even.
Oh, along the coast? Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, maybe slightly along the coast, just to point out some of the features that should be there that are not, and then once we hit Apollo Bay, we'll just throw the autopilot on and head straight for King Island.
Alright, I'll track out to the coast. Just, I might put that height at 2.5 or maybe 3,000.
Yep.
It's a good height for viewing things, so.
Estimated time of this flight is about, what was it, 25 minutes or something?
25 minutes, yeah.
So it might be a little bit longer with the sightseeing, although we're not really going out of our way for sightseeing, so it should be a relatively quick flight, especially in the TBM, which we are back in again today. It's such a nice aircraft, and it's just such a good, fast aircraft with a long range on it. It's good.
Get you places quick.
Indeed.
Alright. How you all looking back there?
Yeah, all good. Steady climb. Autopilot's on now, so I'm relaxed.
Yeah, we're just going to track out to the ocean a bit, and then, so that's Warrnambool down there. It's actually quite a large town, isn't it?
Yeah, it's relatively sizable. As I mentioned last episode, a couple of things I remember specifically from Warrnambool is the awesome mini golf course it has, and there's a really nice a park that has a couple of you can just see it off to the left there, nearly on the coast. It's got nice big park with some lakes and all sorts of stuff in it. It's quite a nice place for a picnic.
I'm having trouble with my vertical speed. Can't seem to get it to decrease. There we go, it's better. Just wanting to pitch up all the time.
So yeah, this time we've got live weather on still. It's looking not too bad. There's a little bit more cloud around than has been. Some more scary looking clouds out over the ocean, so we might get some weather on this flight, but we'll wait and see.
He's open.
Yeah, hoping.
Yeah, it'd be nice, something a bit different.
Thing on the radar so far.
What speed you doing, Jay?
I'm doing all the speeds. I am currently doing 200 knots. So we do have live traffic on as well, so we can see some other players off to our left, which is kind of cool. And the Great Ocean
Flamer
Road is down there somewhere.
NZ. Yeah. Flamer NZ.
So for those who are unaware, the Great Ocean Road is actually a one of the best coastal road drives in the world, apparently, according to people. Unfortunately, it's not modelled as well as it could be in flight sim. A lot of the height information is not quite as good, but you can definitely see, like just below us here, there's some pretty cool cliffs and things. Some awesome sightseeing opportunities along the way. Like there's formations called the 12 Apostles, which stick out of the water. Unfortunately, they are flat textures on the flight sim map. There's other things like London Bridge, which actually has fallen down. It's a like a big arch that used to be there, and unfortunately it collapsed quite a few years ago now. But yeah, it's just a really nice scenic drive.
I can't get this bloody altitude to hold. It's annoying.
I can't get autopilot
Mine seems to be working
Gauge it.
okay.
once, and then
Yeah.
it just wants to do a loop.
Have you got the active nav set to FMS?
Div nav, yes.
Right, because I've overrode that and I'm using just the heading hold.
Yeah, just use the heading hold.
And altitude. Just make sure you got the heading bug in the right spot, otherwise it will turn you around.
Yep. No, that's fine. It just wants to do a complete loop.
Yeah, it's trying to probably track that FMS hold still, so.
Probably.
Yeah, just make sure you got nav turned off on the autopilot panel.
It looks like your gear is down, G.
No, my gear's up.
Oh, there must be an error in the model I've seen.
Interesting.
I just flew underneath you, and there's your gears hanging down.
That's very interesting. Yeah, no, it's definitely up.
Oh,
Getting some colours on the weather radar coming up. Some oranges and things. So there's a little bit of weather in front of us. So those islands down there, I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the first places you come to on the Great Ocean Road. You can see the actual road just there in front of us, and that yeah, it's quite impressive. I took some photos of those islands when I was there last, and yeah, it's very jagged cliffs and rocks and all sorts right down there. You can actually see the what do you call it, the parking bay just there where you find a lot of buses and all sorts. And you can actually see the walking trail as well that goes off to different different parts of the area. Wow.
Stall.
So
Stall.
I may be stalling it.
Stall.
The it's quite amazing flight simulator, and the fact that you can pick out things like sightseeing bays and parking bays and actual roads and things. It's just I just can't get over how good that is.
Yeah, you can actually navigate using just roads and
Yep.
visual landmarks instead of going, I'm lost again.
Yeah, you can.
Like with other Sims or previous Sims.
So it looks like a strip down there, maybe a private strip. I don't think it shows up in Flight Simulator as a place to land, but it looks like a private runway. Actually, that might even be a sightseeing strip for sightseeing aircraft from memory.
Okay.
The town on our left just there, that's Port Campbell. And that is basically the first town that you come to for the Great Ocean Road.
Sorry, I just had to investigate a weird burning smell. Sure the house wasn't burning down.
It's not your computer melting, is it?
No, it's not. I don't know what it is actually.
Not this time. So just off to our left now is where the 12 Apostles should be. Unfortunately, as I said, not modelled. It's a bit of a disappointment because they are quite impressive to see.
Like 10 apostles now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a couple of them fell down as water erosion will cause. I mean, they've probably been there for hundreds of years, thousands of years, but eventually they just, the waves will cause them to fall.
Yeah, I see Neil behind me, trying to form up. My speed keeps changing, mate, as I keep descending, so...
Notice you've been a pain in the backside.
Yeah, I was trying to get for some reason, my autopilot wouldn't keep my altitude. And I worked out it's because I had my flaps down still. And then you need to actually trim the aircraft properly as well before it actually works. So I wasn't trimmed properly, and there's a whole bunch of reasons. I was starting to porpoise up and down, so it's all good. I sorted it out in the end.
Whoa! Okay, that trim is very aggressive.
There's actually quite a few other pilots out today over there. Can you see them, Jay?
Yeah, I do see quite a few people out there, at least 4 of them.
Dogfight.
What's your speed, Jay?
220.
220. You can actually travel really quick.
Yeah, might as well. As I said, not too much of interest to see around here. So,
Right, speeding up.
as you may have noticed, this is kind of the point where we go from flat farmland into some more mountainous, well, not mountainous, but hilly areas.
It's a lot more rainforesty along here, actually. As you get closer to Melbourne, it gets
Yeah,
there's lots of subtropical sort of rainforest and stuff. It's quite nice.
yeah, and it gets quite mountainous at some places. And this is probably the start of the the mountain range where Mount Kosciuszko is and all that sort of stuff. It's like the foothills that leads into it. So yeah, it's very very scenic drive and well worth the time.
I think I just flew over the 12 apostles just then, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
you're right. Not a lot to see.
No, unfortunately, the a lot of low-lying fog in the mountains up here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. How do I get my marker from where I took off to disappear? It's weird. Just keeps
Oh,
coming
like
up.
the airport marker.
Yeah.
I don't think it does disappear. I think it just will stay there.
It's on my
Jeez.
overlay. It's kind of annoying. Jeez, you went straight past me then.
Yeah, I know. You went straight behind. I'm like, what's going on?
Because I went into the escape menu, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, what does it do? Like pause you or something?
Yeah, it just pauses you in situ.
I
So
can't see any weather.
Apollo Bay is just off to our left on the just past that peninsula that's in front of us. So what I might do is I might there's not much else to see here. Plus there's pretty low cloud layer down there, so I might just fly straight towards the end of that peninsula and then intercept the GPS course, and then we'll stick the GPS from there on and head out to the island, which I would have thought you could see from here, but no, can't seem to see it.
Yeah, I think you need to. I think I know why. It's because my waypoint's still set back there, and I think it's a bit annoying. How you going back there, Jack?
Yeah, good mate. Given up trying to fix my autopilot. It just
Yeah.
doesn't want to turn on.
How do you swap to the next waypoint in the
No idea.
no idea? Right.
Yeah, well, I've got a marker coming up for my my takeoff, and it's on my overlay. It's kind of annoying.
Okay, because I've got YWBL, which is where we took off from, and then YAPO, which is Apollo Bay.
Apollo
But I
Bay,
want
yeah.
to skip from Apollo Bay to King Island. So
Let's see if I can work it out.
yeah, let's push some buttons in the cockpit here and see what we can figure out.
Go waypoint info.
No.
Flight plan. It's under flight plan. Yeah, there
Oh,
it is.
you guys
Flight
just disappeared.
plan, yeah, flight plan, and then down, I guess.
Yeah, you guys just disappeared for me.
Yeah, you have to go
Oh,
direct
there we
leg.
go. Back to
Activate leg
All
to
better.
waypoint. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that no, it still says Apollo Bay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've just removed my Apollo Bay waypoint. It's all good. All good.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Nah, doesn't
That
matter.
works.
Yeah, I just went direct to.
Just really want to turn off that overlay marker. What's that?
If you go to under assists, I think it is for those markers. If you want to turn them off.
Do you know which one it's under? Navigation aids.
I think it's on nav aids. I'll have a look momentarily. Just a second.
I've got taxiway ribbons on. I've got everything else turned off.
Yeah, it's POI markers and airport markers.
Yeah, that's all off.
Oh, it is? Okay. In that case, no
Yeah,
idea.
for some reason, I've got the starting airport marked.
Right.
It's weird.
Oh yeah, 54 nautical
Yeah.
miles.
Can you
Yeah,
see it
so
on
do
your
I.
overlay as well?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it on mine, and I've got points of interest turned off.
Yeah, mine showed up in previous episodes for our starting location, but it's not showing up in this episode.
That's alright. It's just one of those annoying little things that'd be nice to get rid of, but
Yep. So Apollo Bay is just behind there on the right hand side. So we're just going to skip that and fly.
what's the OK code for
King
Island?
YKII. Yankee Kilo
Y-
India.
YKII. Sweet, thanks for that.
So ET is 16 minutes, so it's a little bit of a trip, but not too bad. 60 nautical miles. Hopefully we'll start seeing it soonish. So King Island, I don't actually know much about King Island at all. It's an island between the mainland of Australia and Tasmania. Apparently there's a runway on it, according to the game.
I think they do a lot of flights for like crayfish and stuff. They'll fly in, get all the crayfish they've caught or whatever they catch in the ocean, and then fly it to Melbourne and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds makes sense. I know there's a couple of marine parks and things out there. Actually, I think we're over a marine park right now, which is the Apollo Bay Marine Park. But I would imagine there's some other ones out there.
Say goodbye to the mainland for a bit. Bye bye.
See ya.
A whole lot of ocean down there at the moment.
Feels weird flying out over the ocean and not being able to see your destination. Like, if you had engine trouble or something right now, it's like, yeah, I'm screwed. At least with being over land, you kind of have the possibility of finding a runway or something. But out over the ocean, no, you're kind of out of luck.
Kind of screwed, yeah.
Yeah, ditch it. Can
Just
you
gonna,
successfully ditch a plane?
I don't think so.
Be nice if you. Be nice to have a hey, you crashed but you didn't die. Good job.
Yeah. So since there's a lot of water below us, I'm just going to set my altitude above these clouds and just have a look, see what's up there.
Can't see any clouds at the moment. You guys just flying into some, are you?
Oh no, there's tons of clouds where I am.
Yeah, I haven't got any clouds.
Yeah, I've got clear skies.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not showing the same for everyone.
Live weather isn't the same live for everyone.
Apparently not.
My weather radar's clear.
Yeah, I can't even turn one on.
I turned weather to something else and then back to live weather. That might reset it for you. Actually, I'll set it to scattered clouds. Tell me if that that fixes or changes it for you.
No change so far. Oh, here it comes. Yep.
Takes a couple of seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa,
Alright.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
now I've got.
That's nice.
Looks
Ah,
like
good.
my. Looks
Take
like
a couple
measles
of-
all over my
Yeah.
app.
Just out of curiosity, I'll change it back to live weather and see if it fixes it, and so that we all have the same live weather.
And it's clear.
All right, interesting.
Yeah, clear.
Alright, well that's
Oh,
not that's definitely not what I have. I have clouds all over the place, so in that case I'll stick it back on the other one so that we have something interesting to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I see land off in the distance. Land ho!
Land ho!
Okay, that should be interesting.
Oh, jeez. Bit of wind there as well.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wind here as well with these the setting. It'd be nice to keep it on live weather, but if we're not all getting the same
Nah.
thing, it's not quite as useful. So
Yeah.
It's funny because it was working earlier. Like, we were clear
yeah,
skies.
yeah. Last episode was working perfectly.
What's that cloud base set to, G? Do you know?
Just a second. It doesn't actually say. Because it's on a custom or like a default thing, which
Preset,
doesn't
yeah.
really show anything.
Should better tell with the cloud little overlays though. Should tell you what height they're at.
It doesn't. No, it's not popping up because it's a preset.
Yep.
And I can't change custom. It seems like when we're in a group, I can't play around with custom
change, yeah.
weather. It's just the preset ones.
You know, I think that marker's still up because I didn't follow the taxiway markers.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably what happened to me as well. Is
Yeah,
it a
First
taxiway marker?
time I sort of just went, screw this.
Yes.
Alright.
Is it a taxiway marker?
It's
Possibly.
probably showing you the first, like if you put your departure point at a ramp and then you didn't follow the taxiway markers to the runway, then yeah, it would probably be saying that.
No, it
you're,
is. It is. If you turn off your taxiway ribbons, it will get rid of it.
Right, there we go.
There we go.
Kind of annoying how it stays up though.
Yeah. Game's not
Anyway,
smart
just-
to figure out that we've taken off.
Mm.
So ETE is about 9 minutes, so shouldn't be too far away.
Flying right into this cloud here. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
It's between nice plumes of cloud.
I'm gonna wish my autopilot. Screw.
Yeah, the clouds
Kind
do
of-
look cool.
Kind of fitting that we are flying into some cloud. Like it makes the island approach a little bit more mysterious.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm going quite quick. I'm doing 230 almost. It's, yeah, pretty
220.
fast.
I'm sitting around 200.
Get the speed up.
Turn my interior lights on.
I'm sure there's land here somewhere. I'm still failing to see it, but
Yeah, I see it on my PFD.
yeah, I see it there. I just don't see it actually below me.
Is there any rain or is it just cloud?
Cloud.
Looks just like cloud at the moment.
Pretty warm outside as well. No icing.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
How are you all doing for fuel?
Heaps of fuel.
Oh yeah,
Tons.
I got. I filled up the tanks before I left.
Got about 8 minutes, and distance we got 39 nautical miles? 28 nautical miles.
Yeah, this TVM's actually got quite a good range. When you fill it up, it's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that weather radar does zooms out quite a way to like 200 nautical miles. It's quite impressive.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's funny watching the weather radar on the screen there. It's like you said earlier, like measles.
Don't mind me, I'm just going for a fly around these clouds. Some impressive formations just here that deserve some flying through. Oh, that's really cool. Jack's just flying straight through.
Basically, yeah. Fuck cloud.
Oh, I see land.
Land hoy!
And ho!
See big black cloud.
Oh yeah, I see land as well.
I can see it on my PFD.
Has anyone seen any ships at all in the water, or
No. That's been pretty...
Actually, the actual shipping lane's not out yet, but there is a shipping lane between Melbourne and sort of Tassie. It's quite a heavily shipped route.
Oh, actually there's a lot of land off to our left.
It's quite a large island.
Yeah, I had no idea.
The runway we're landing at, 28, isn't it?
Landing gear.
These clouds are very impressive. A little too fluffy in some places, but definitely miles above anything. Miles above anything else. Anything else that I've seen in flight sims.
Oh yeah, there's nothing even comes close to it really.
Pretty impressive, that's for sure.
I think that's, if you have to pick one word to describe the new flight simulator, impressive is definitely it. These cloud bases seem pretty damn low. Like 1,000 feet odd.
Yeah, they kind of are, aren't they?
So this is where Flight Simulator becomes something something else. Like, you would never well, you might, but for most people, you would never go to a place like this. There's no reason to go here. There's no tourist attractions. There's no anything really. But with the level of detail that is in this simulator, you can pretty much say you have been there almost. It's just, you can explore places that you would never get a chance to visit. Not only just explore them, but explore them from the air, which again is something unique. And it's just, yeah, it's a phenomenal experience.
It's going to be interesting landing at this place. I think we might have a bit of cloud on the approach, to be honest.
I think we might even have a bit of crosswind on the approach too.
So is it runway 10? I think it is.
I'm not sure.
So I think 28 goes out towards the ocean. And if I turn this map up, I might be able to tell.
Okay, runway 28 is the longer one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the reciprocal of that. So it should be 100.
10. Yeah, 10.
So that should be basically, yeah.
So you're going in with a slight tailwind then?
I'll probably have to, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the approach is like on the other end. It's probably mountainous, so who knows.
I think King Island's fairly flat. I'm going to 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28, are you? Alright.
Yeah, and
So
it's not anything sticking out. I'm over land at the moment.
So we landing from...
On 28, yeah.
Okay.
Just change my course bar to 28.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I'm just manually
Nice.
flying at this point.
Yeah.
You're right though, the clouds might be a bit of a
Bit of a
hazard.
challenge, yeah.
Very low.
The runway inside.
I wish you could set this course knob, like, instead of having to click it.
Oh, let's see if I can. I'm a bit off course. Let's see if I can still do.
You can click it, or you can use your mouse wheel on it too.
Oh, you can too.
And you can click and hold as well.
Should be an airport out there somewhere. There it is.
I do
Just
see a
flying over
runway.
it now.
Yeah. I think I'm lining up for a runway here, but I don't think it's the right one, but... This will do. I'm going to take this one. This is a short runway though.
Landing gear.
Oh yeah, it is.
Landing gear.
That one's painted white.
Landing gear.
I see that, yeah. That's the one I'm landing on.
Landing gear.
Concrete one road, maybe? Yeah.
Probably.
Let's see a runway.
Are you going for that one too, Jack?
Flag. Yep, I am.
You're about to come in front of me.
I'm cutting across it pretty much.
Landing gear.
Landing gear.
Yep, can't forget to gear down this one.
Only slowing down, woman.
Oh boy.
Might go the same runway you guys did.
It's like, warning me about landing gear, but not the terrain that's coming up real fast.
Reverse and stall. Come on.
Oh, that was a bounce and a half. I was trying to find the reverse thrust button. No, Jack!
Oh, I've sort of stopped right on the runway. Come on, power!
Power!
Something's happened. Beep it at me.
Yeah, don't stop on the runway. Alrighty, here we are at King Island. It's actually a sizable airport. I was not expecting it to be so big. Bigger than Warrnambool or Mount Gambier.
Way too high an approach. We'll make it.
Fudge it. Make up shit.
to float. Don't float too much.
Plenty of runway to play with. Jeez, this thing flies so stable at low speeds. It's amazing.
And here we are.
Taxi across the runway.
Bit of a crosswind there.
Not too much. Probably only about 2 knot. Not even that.
Oh, bounce.
Yeah, I think I bounced it, but I was coming down too hard.
Yeah, go. This.
Nice work, gents. Nice work indeed.
Yep. So a celebratory donut is.
In a TBM.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it'll do it.
I've got enough room to taxi around.
Geez, you used all that runway, didn't you, Neil?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I was going to the turnaround point, but I realised I'm not in an airliner, so I can just do it in the runway width.
Get the TBM doing doughies.
Is it actually doing it?
It's
It
actually
is.
doing it.
Oh yeah, I can see from here.
Oh, she's fully sick.
Celebratory donuts.
Yeah, I thought when you said that, I thought you meant actual donut.
Well, there's always that too. I could use an actual donut. It's funny because you're cutting through parked aircraft and vehicles and all sorts.
Don't need them.
Nah.
Well, people, that was a successful trip. So I think we'll end the episode here. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you Neil. Thank you Jack for joining us, and thank you Amy as always. You can find Amy's point of view in my description. A link to his channel. You can also find updates on the series on my Twitter. And yes, join us next episode for episode 7. Thank you all.
To Tassie. Thanks, mate.
Jose.
Does he? Well, I don't think this is a taxiway.